For many widows, our spouse and our partner was our home, was our safe space, was the person we went to talk to. They were our sounding board. They made us feel safe. They made us feel heard. They supported us with the kids. They helped with the chores. They helped financially. There was so much of what they brought to our lives, and that is lost. And one of the reasons I dated again wasn't because I didn't want to be alone, but not only was I young, but I wanted that for myself. I didn't ever want to go through life alone. I wanted to have a partner. I wanted to have somebody to rely on. I wanted to have somebody to help me, somebody to enjoy this life with. And I didn't think it was fair to myself to deny those things just because my husband had died. I think many widows, whether you choose to recouple or not, there's no right or wrong answer. I think many don't recouple because that was their person and they can't see themselves with anybody else. They're too far in life and they don't want to start over again. They don't feel like they could love somebody else. All of those are valid reasons, and there's many more of why people don't recouple after the loss of their spouse or partner. But there's many of us who do for a lot of different reasons, and often we are judged for it. Often it's too soon. Sometimes we're even judged if we don't do it soon enough. There's no right or wrong answer in this. There's no right timeline that works for you. What worked for me isn't what works for you in grief. But you're allowed, if you choose to love again. You're allowed, if you choose to move forward with the life you choose. See, the thing is that if we choose to date again and to love again and to marry again, that doesn't take away from the love and the relationship you had in the past. It doesn't dishonor your relationship with them. I can love and honor my past while moving forward with a life I choose. Part of my life is with my new partner. When I talk about grief, I don't want you to think that all of the grief I talk about is just the hard parts of grief, because it is. My hope is that you will see that you can still move forward while going through these hard things and live again. You can still have a life worth living. You can still find joy again in your life. Whatever that looks like for you, that doesn't have to mean that you get recoupled. But just know that when you give love away, it's only multiplied. It's never diminished. You don't take away love. It's much like loving multiple children. When you have another child, you don't love the first one any less. Our capacity for love just grows. I love and honor my late husband. And I love and honor my current husband. Any love that I give my late husband is meant for him. It doesn't take away from the love I give my current husband. All the love I give him is meant for him. And who I was with my late husband isn't who I am now. My new husband is not a replacement for my late husband. He's just who I choose to be with in this chapter and in this season of my life. Because this is the life I was given. I didn't choose to be a widow. But I also don't have to choose to be alone if I want. I can choose to move forward with a partner. And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't dishonor your relationship you had in the past. Too many people, we have enough guilt of our own. And too many people try to shame us and bring that guilt upon us. And there's no place for it. So it's your life to live. It's your life to live. No one else has to sit in your grief. No one. And no one out there is there picking you up and rescuing you. You have to do that on your own. I had to learn that. I had to pull myself up. I had to give myself the kind of life I wanted to, because no one else was doing it for me. But I choose joy. I choose to keep living. And whatever that looks for you, that's okay. But it's okay to love again if you choose.